Here we have case number 011. Here, victim name, Cheesy Smalls. Here's their Twitch, give them a follow. Great person. But now, on to the video. Alright, here we have Cheesy Smalls here. They reached out in the Discord as well, asking for advice, trying to improve in any way they can. And you guys can too, if you guys have an old game that you just want to improve, I will do my absolute best. Doesn't matter what game it is either. I consider myself a player that has played in the top leagues before. I'm not a professional, obviously, but I do my best as much as I can, In this case itself though, is a Marvel Rivals game. I believe it's a competitive game. I'm not entirely sure though. But I'm looking at the comps right now. You can't really see because my webcam's pretty good. You see, okay, on Cheesy's team, there's Cloak and Dagger, Hela, Rocket herself, Squirrel Girl, Thing, and Captain America. It's a pretty decent comp. Not, it gets the job done. And on the enemy team, they have a fantastic Spider-Man, Invis, Jeff, Emma, and Torch. Also, a pretty decent comp as well. Depending on how the players play and all that. But nevertheless, let's get right into it. Let's just try to see if we can try to critique her, but also, not bash her. We want people to improve, and that's the whole concept of this little series that I'm trying to do right now. So, on with the video. Seems like a last-second swap there to the Venom I just saw right there. Not too bad though. Looks like they're going for like a nice dive type. Good healing. All right. One thing right there, we can start off right off the bat. Nothing crazy. You could just chuck your res beacon. There's no necessity. There's not a necessity to use both of your dashes, because since with the nerf of Rocket's dashes, that's kind of, you want to save them as much as you can. You need them. But again, minor thing, easy fix. Just chuck it. Good healing. Good healing. Tank's looking a little bit of damage right there, but I think they seem to be okay-ish. Okay. Alright, another thing, you're shooting your heal orbs right here in the sky. You don't want to do that. You get the most amount of healing, when you heal them together. If you hit them directly, your heal orbs do the most healing if they're hit directly. Yes, you can. It's possible to heal them still like this. Maybe a little bit. You're still going a little too high, but you're not gonna get the most healing. And if you don't get the most healing like that, I think your thing just died right there because of that. It's your team's gonna collapse because of that. Work on trying to just actually aim directly at your team for the healing, and trust me, it's gonna be a lot better like that. Again, aim lower, aim more body length. Don't be afraid and all that. Unlucky right there. I think your cloak just took too much damage there. Not your fault. Not much you can really do right there. Rocket doesn't have the highest healing, but he still does a good amount of healing. Again, aim lower, aim more body length right there, like that. Aim directly like that. You get the absolute most healing right there. And since you're the only healer right now, try to back up a little bit right there. Your cap shouldn't be too overextended like that. But since he is cap, he's able to, be annoying like that, I wouldn't. This is just a personal thing. I wouldn't worry about the res beacon in a good placement. It's important to get a good placement for your res beacon and all that. But see how you're taking the time, you're walking, and then you're gonna throw it in a nice secure spot. Personally, what I would do is I would still put it in a nice spot right there. I would probably put it right here because you were a little bit right here. I will back up a little bit, either throw it right here or right here, because right now you want to get these staggered as much as you can. Decent ult here, decent ult. You know, nice good healing right there. You know, the enemy's able to back up because of that, but you know, also be aware of the kill feed. That's the one thing that most supports don't really see. They taking damage and they're afraid if I die with my ult, my team's gonna lose like that. In some instances, you will still lose a team fight if you use your support ult and you're still alive because of that. Because all they have to do is just wait out the support ult and come in with ults to counter that, and then you have nothing for defense. You know, pay attention to kill feed. Kill feed is gonna be, you know, also your number one friend. At times you're gonna be too, you know, tunneled into the game, which happens to a lot of people, especially in high elo. But keep a track of it. Right here, your cloak, she should have backed up. She shouldn't have been like way inside of there. She's playing way too aggro. Not your fault. You can't really control your teammates because of that. But since they used Invis ult, I would just back up a little bit some more, and then just shoot from a distance. Because Rocket's best healing is from a distance. You know. Same thing I said before. You know, aim a little lower. You know. You want to aim directly at your teammate right there to get that most healing. It's good healing right here. The Venom can't kill either you or Thing. You know, unfortunately your other two teammates died because of that, but again, not your fault at all. You're still able to win because of this. Yep, your Cap's gonna ult. Yep, you guys should be able to clean up after this. Same thing like I said before. Don't worry about throwing the beacon down. Do not worry about it throwing it in the safe spot. You guys are, the enemy team is trickling right now. You know. So your team needs as much healing as possible right now. Good cloak call right there, and the good kill from the Thing right there. You guys should be able to clean up easily. Right now, don't worry about healing. I would focus on DPSing right now. Yeah, because the Thing right here is just being a nuisance right there. I don't know why you're healing right there, but you know. Yeah, I'm guessing you're probably tunneled in a little bit, which is completely, like I said, it's completely normal to be tunneled in. But just try your best to, you know, I guess, come back to reality, you know, which is completely fine, though. You're ready for action. Good round. Good round. You know, they didn't really touch at the end right there. I don't know what they were doing. Your tanks were probably, you know, pushing them back to a point right there, but overall, pretty good. Minor critiques right there that you could use to fix right there, but overall, pretty good. Next round. Okay, you have 2 ults right here. Pretty good ults right here. Yeah, right here. You're being too frontline right here. Back up a bit right here. You know, heal from a distance. Again, you know, you're taking the crucial moments right there to where your team needs the healing right now, you know. Again, like I said, super minor. I'm not gonna bring it up again, but just chuck it. Just chuck your ult. Chuck your res beacon. Good rocket ult. They're using a lot of ults right here, but I think you guys should be able to survive this. Oh no, unfortunately, they targeted your ult really fast. Again, unlucky. Good healing, good healing. Everything seems to be going pretty good so far. Pretty typical, pretty standard. Nothing to really talk about right here. You know, chuck it. I know I said it again, but chuck it. All good. Now I would probably climb up. Yep, exactly. Yep, good thinking. Good thinking. Unlucky right there. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's hard to climb wall climb there. So I'm not. It's not your fault. The Jeff is just gonna hold you, which you should be fine though. You should be fine. Yeah. You can't really do much right here. The most you can do is just try to be annoying right here. Yep, like exactly like that. Yep, exactly like that. Now, I would back up. I would back up because you and your supports are crucial right now. You know, you want to back up and heal from a distance. Like I said, Rocket's best is healing from a distance. Especially with the Human Torch, enemy Human Torch's ult. Yeah, you want to back up. You want to back up. I will use my ult right here. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. There was 2 instances there. Either you ult, pretty much when I said ult right there, and then you would have easily clean swiped them. But since you really need the ult right there, your team already killed 2 of them back to back easily. no need to use your ult right there. Again, just look at the kill feed and you'll be completely fine. Because right now, honestly, you kind of just wasted your ult a little bit, which, again, it's completely fine. It's completely normal. And right now, you know, okay, yeah. That right there is a bit of a, it's more on their side. That beacon is more on their side, but it's completely fine though. Oh, it looks like you realized that. Okay, okay, cheesy.
Relay deploy. It ain't cheap.
Ooh, a touch of healing.
I'll patch you up.
You next time.
That's the boost I needed.
Don't worry about like your DPS right here on the point right there. You want to focus more on the people in the front, like the cap and the thing, because they're taking the most damage right now. You want to heal your tanks, because your tanks are going to be your sponges to get your ult fast, right there, and like that. And you want to play distance. You want to play distance right now. This is kind of unfortunate. You're getting ulted on, and the venom is on you. Not your fault.
I'll patch you up.
Back in the fight. Hostile forces.
Good TPS right there. I don't know why your cap just left you, and it's kind of funny. You kind of walked into that ult, like you dashed into it. That was funny. But unlucky though. I think no one was able to touch because of that. But it's all good though. You know, things like that. Sometimes you know it's out of your control. You know, you can't really control it. So it's whatever.
You're welcome.
All right, good ult placement, but also remember this: you just left your supports right there. You left your team that really needed the healing in the back right there, because they're getting jumped by the venom right there, you know. But luckily the venom was able to back up. The enemy venom backed up because it was taking too much damage. But in some instances like that, they're able to get the kill, or they're able to use an ult to secure 1 or possibly 2 kills right there. You did a good ult right there, but remember you also give the possibility of the enemy venom going for the kill and all that. And I understand your thing is on the point like that, but also he also himself has to realize, you know, like, I just left my team, you know. I expect them to follow me back. Your tank also has to look behind himself to see where his team is at. But yeah.
Real firepower.
Good right there. Hopefully your team can just, you know, jump in on point now and just, you know, utilize his ult. Good DPS on the venom right there. Try to heal your cap as much as you can, you know. He's ulting, trying to be annoying right there. And that's a good cleanup right there. Great cleanup right there.
Relay deploy. It ain't cheap.
That beacon's more on their side, but I don't think most people ever go there still, since this map is still pretty new. It's nice that you realize that too. You realize, oh, that's on their side, and you're repositioning. That's very good instinct. Good instinct right there.
You're welcome.
I would personally back up a bit and try to be on that platform behind you right there to heal, because your team's on that platform right there. You're not really doing the most healing right here, you know. And you can't really tell your team to play on the bottom right there, because like you want to get that top space. You want to get control of that middle top area right there. And your thing is just taking too much damage, you know. Yep, because he died because of that. I'm not gonna lie. It's because you got to change your positioning. If you were up there from the beginning, you were able to heal your team, and you also were able to heal your thing as well. You know, it's just completely unfortunate though. Just minor things, honestly, from what I'm saying. Nice kill on the venom, and the fact that the thing was able to revive himself from your beacon's pretty good right there. Back up from the ult right there. Back up. Don't worry about it, bro. Unfortunately, your cap died, but you guys should be able to still clean up right here. Don't worry about healing. DPS right now. You got a DPS. Get these staggers right here. I don't know what that Phoenix is doing, but I would just chow her, bro, to be honest. She can't kill you that fast. She's not like a Hella. She can like 2-tap you. Yep, just positioning. It's positioning, you know, that you gotta work on. But things like that take time, you know. It's about experience. It's about, you know, the amount of games you play, you know. You'll get used to it, you know. I'll put your beacon down and try to. You gotta heal fast because your team's taking too much damage. I don't think your cloak. I mean your scroll can revive. Okay, no, she did. Okay, she got it in time. Yeah, they dived up on you like that. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I would throw my beacon right there. Personally, that's just me. Because your team is still fighting.
You're ready for action.
I'll be ship-shape in no time.
This is already looking like a lost fight right here, so I would just back up from this. This is something you don't want to. You don't want to invest into right now. But it looks like you guys are actually winning this, you know, actually. Never mind then.
This is real.
DPS. DPS that Venom. DPS that Venom. Here to use shields. Don't worry about healing. You guys win this, actually.
I'll patch you up.
DPS. DPS. Yup. DPS that Phoenix. F her up, bro. F her up.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway point. Control C.
And right now, like I said, I will probably go on top of the high back balconies right there. You're getting targeted by Venom. Yep. Back up to your team for support. Good. 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 Your cap got a kill. A big kill on a support. So they're gonna trickle in. Yep. Now they're down. And you guys should win this. Yep. Heal from a distance. Don't worry about going in there. Don't worry about that. Yep. 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 Great. Perfect. You're actually playing really well right now. Cluster healing right there. Yep.
I'll patch you up.
I will play more on the right because your team's playing like right there. So yeah. Your scroll seems to be off right there. Unfortunate right there. But I think you should still win this though. Hell, they got a kill. Oh, they got a kill on your thing as well, though. That's unfortunate. You're the only support right now, so your life is crucial. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to play distance. Because if you play distance, they wouldn't have been able to focus you as much right there. Unfortunate, though. And that's just unfortunate. Double ulted right there. The Jeff Spike, you know, jump off. Oh, nice. Okay, he did it. Okay. As we all know, guys, if you're a Jeff main, spitters are quitters.
This is real firepower.
It's an interesting alt right there. I would have put it there. I would have put it more on the point. Sure, they're able to shoot it more, but like your team right now, they're not able to utilize it, you know? No one's able to utilize the ult, but your team's able to clean up easily from this, though. So, it's not really necessary, but that's more in the future when things like that could possibly turn south. Wow, that torch just got pissed on. Holy, wow. I would be mad. And this should be good. It should be, yep, they're trickling in one by one. Yep. Focus on support. Yep. Look at that. Don't worry about healing. Don't worry about healing. They're not doing enough damage for you, you know. DPS, but yeah, that should be it, though, yeah. Alright. Minor critiques. Honestly, it's something super, you know, like, oh my god, you need to fix this now. It's just the minor tweaks, to be honest. And you'll get those eventually if I'm playing consistently, you know, by being in those scenarios multiple times, you know. You'll get used to it, you know. But overall, pretty good game, you know. You did a great job of healing your team, able to DPS when needed to be, you know. If you focus more on playing your life more, focus more on the crucial moments where your team does need the healing, you know, and focus more on, you know, healing directly to your team to get that cluster healing, the direct healing like that, he'll be a great support in the future, especially as a Rocket player. A Rocket's extremely viable right now, you know, but yeah. Good job.